Problem 82. Maalox is the trade name for an antacid and anti-gas medication used for the relief of heartburn, bloating, and acid indigestion. Each 5 milliliter portion of Maalox contains 400 milligrams aluminum hydroxide, 400 milligrams magnesium hydroxide, and 40 milligrams simethicone. If the recommended dose is 2 teaspoons 4 times a day, how many grams of each substance would an individual take in a 24-hour period? And it gives you a little conversion between teaspoons and milliliters. Okay, now let's go back. There's a lot of stuff in this problem. Let's go back and look at it one more time. Okay, Maalox is the drug, and if you take 5 milliliters of Maalox, then this is what you're going to get. You're going to get 400 milligrams of aluminum, so that's the first thing. The second thing that you're going to get, 400 milligrams magnesium hydroxide. And the third thing that you're going to get, if you take that, is 40 milligrams of simethicone. Okay. So let's just write that down over here. So 5 milliliters of 5 milliliters of Maalox means all three of these things. Okay, you're gonna get 400 milligrams of the aluminum hydroxide. Okay, the next chapter we'll talk about chemical formulas. So here's the aluminum hydroxide. Maybe I shouldn't give you the chemical formula, but I'm going to anyway. This is aluminum hydroxide. Okay, magnesium hydroxide, you get 400 milligrams of that. So this is the first thing. The second thing that you get is 400 milligrams of magnesium hydroxide. And then the third thing that you're going to get, color underline that one in blue. The third thing that you're going to get is 40 milligrams simethicone. I don't know the formula for that. Okay, now let's go back to the question. Okay, if the recommended dose is 2 teaspoons 4 times a day, how many grams of each substance, each of those substances, would the individual get in 24-hour period? So in 24-hour period, how much Maalox does the person take? 2 teaspoons 4 times a day. So how many teaspoons is that? 8 teaspoons is what the person takes per day. So 8 teaspoons in one day. Okay. Now we know from the problem that 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters. So if the person takes 8 teaspoons of Maalox, then we can convert that to milliliters. 1 teaspoon is about, it's not an exact conversion, 5.0 milliliters. So that gets us to milliliters. And we know that once you get to milliliters, you can figure out how many milligrams of each of the substance. This many milliliters gets you that much aluminum hydroxide, this many milliliters gets you that much magnesium hydroxide, and this gets you that much simethicone. So we'll just do it one at a time. Okay, so for the aluminum hydroxide, you know what, I think I'll here highlight that. Whoops. So here, let me highlight that one more time. Copy that, paste that there. So we'll do three. Do this again. Paste that there, and let me clean this up a little bit. Okay, so Here, we're going to figure out how much aluminum hydroxide, and here we're going to figure out how much magnesium hydroxide, and the last one we'll do the simethicone. Okay, so for the aluminum hydroxide, 5 milliliters gets you 400 milligrams. Okay, so put 5 milliliters on the bottom and 400 milligrams of the aluminum hydroxide. I'll just write it like that this time. And that cancels the milliliters. But the question asks us for how many grams of each substance. So far we've gotten to milligrams. We need to convert to grams. So one more conversion, 1,000 milligrams of any substance is the same thing as 1 gram. And so that's going to get us to grams. And when you do the calculation here, that's going to be 8 times 5.0. 5.0 times 400 over 5.0, so that 5 cancels off, and then divided by 1,000. And I get 3.2. So 3.2 grams of aluminum hydroxide. So check. And let's see. To do the magnesium hydroxide, 5 milliliters gets you 400 milligrams magnesium hydroxide. It'll be a similar calculation. 400 milligrams. This time we're talking about magnesium hydroxide. And that's what you get from 5 milliliters of Malox. And then again, we got to convert to grams. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. And it's the same calculation if you look. So it's going to give us the same number, 3.2 grams of magnesium hydroxide. And then finally, the last one, 5 milliliters Malox gets you 40 milligrams simethicone. So 5 milliliters gets you 40 milligrams of simethicone. And converting to grams, 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram. And then finally that equals 0.32, should be 0.32, because it's instead of multiplying by 400, everything else is the same, but you're multiplying by 40, so it's going to be 1/10 of what it was. You can check again your calculator. 0.32 grams of what is it called? Simethicone. So check. Let's see, let's highlight these. There's a lot of work, this problem. Highlight that one. Check. Highlight that one. And then highlight that one. So there you go.